Breaking news, ancient tomb uncovered, dynasty secrets revealed, the world stops to listen. Archaeologists brush dust away from a jade dragon, cameras flash, headlines race across screens. 4,000 years of Chinese dynasties, discovered in one day. People lean in, hungry for the story behind the world's oldest living civilization. Imagine standing on the Great Wall, wind whipping through your hair. Below, the land stretches far and wide. Somewhere beneath your feet, emperors once ruled. Farmers plowed fields. Silk makers spun threads finer than spider webs. Every stone, every stream tells a story. China's history is a river, wide and powerful. It flows through ancient cities, over golden palaces, and under bamboo forests. For 4,000 years, dynasties have risen and fallen. Yet they all left marks that still shape China today. Let's travel through time, from mysterious beginnings to dazzling heights and dramatic ends. The story of Chinese dynasties is about power, invention, war, and wonder. Ready to begin? Let's go. A dynasty is more than a family tree. It is a ruling family that holds power for generations. In China, each dynasty brings new rulers and new ideas. Some last for centuries, others vanish in a flash. But together, they build the backbone of a nation. Why do dynasties matter? They shape laws, art, and the way people live. With every change in dynasty, there are new inventions, new foods, and new ways of thinking. Ordinary people feel these changes every day. A new emperor can mean peace or war, wealth or hunger. Picture a bustling market in ancient China. Vendors sell noodles, silk, and pottery. Children laugh and play. When a new dynasty takes over, even the local market changes. Coins, clothing, and even what is eaten can be different. The whole country shifts with each dynasty's rise and fall. Dynasties are like chapters in a giant book. Each one tells a fresh story. Some chapters are bright and hopeful, others dark and stormy. But all are important to understand the epic tale of China. Our journey begins over 4,000 years ago. The Xia dynasty is like a shadow in ancient history. Many stories have been told, but solid proof is rare. Still, Chinese legends say Yu the Great founded the Xia after he tamed terrible floods that threatened villages and farms. Life was simple, yet tough. People lived in small villages along rivers. They grew millet and rice. Everyone worked together, building dikes and channels to control the water. At night, families gathered around a fire, sharing stories of heroes and monsters. The Xia dynasty's main job was survival. Their leaders worked to protect the land from floods. They taught people how to farm better. This was the beginning of Chinese civilization. Small, but strong. No golden palaces yet, but the Xia laid the first stone on which all future dynasties would build. Their fight against the floods became a symbol of leadership and unity for thousands of years to come. Suddenly the world changes. The Shang dynasty rises around 1600 BCE. People now use bronze to make weapons, tools, and beautiful vessels for their ancestors. The air rings with the sounds of metalworkers and chariots. Shang kings rule from great cities like Anyang. Their palaces are surrounded by walls. Inside, scribes carve the first Chinese writing on oracle bones, asking spirits for advice. This is where history comes alive. We can read their hopes and fears. Daily life is busy and divided. Rich nobles feast and hunt with sharp bronze spears. Farmers work in the fields, growing millet and wheat. At night, drums echo as people pray to their ancestors for good harvests. The Shang dynasty gave China its earliest written records. They taught the world the value of bronze, ritual, and written words. But with great power came great danger. Enemies waited outside the city walls, hungry for the throne. The Zhou dynasty sweeps in around 1046 BCE, claiming the gods gave them the right to rule. They call it the mandate of heaven. If a king is good, heaven supports him. But if he fails, heaven sends floods or rebellion. This idea changes China forever. Under the Zhou, the land is divided among loyal nobles. Each one rules their own small state. Farmers grow millet and rice, but now there are iron tools to make life easier. Families celebrate the harvest with music, poetry, and dance. Life can be peaceful, but it can also be dangerous. Rival states fight for power. Warriors ride into battle on horseback, their armor shining. Sometimes, villages burn. Yet the Zhou are remembered for wisdom, not just war. Great thinkers like Confucius are born in this age. They teach about respect, duty, and kindness. The Zhou dynasty lasts longer than any other, over 800 years. Their ideas about rulers, family, and society will shape China forever. But, eventually, the time comes when order falls apart, and chaos sweeps the land. After centuries of war, a single man rises, Qin Shi Huang. In 221 BCE, he becomes the first emperor of China. His soldiers march across the land, uniting warring states under one iron rule. The world holds its breath. The Qin dynasty is short but fierce. The emperor orders the Great Wall built to keep invaders out. He creates one written language, one system of weights and measures, and one kind of money. Roads stretch for miles connecting distant cities. But life under Qin law is harsh. Punishments are strict. Books that disagree with the emperor are burned. People whisper in fear. In the cities, merchants trade salt and iron. Farmers work together to build canals and walls. Soldiers patrol the borders. The emperor dreams of living forever, sending people to find the secret of immortality. But rebellions soon break out. The Qin dynasty collapses after only 15 years, but the changes it made last for centuries. The Qin taught China the power of unity and the cost of too much control. Their legacy is the start of something even greater. The Han dynasty shines like gold. It begins in 206 BCE and lasts over 400 years. Han rulers balance strict laws with kindness and learning. The Silk Road opens, linking China to lands as far as Rome. Silk, spices, and ideas travel back and forth across deserts and mountains. In the cities, inventors create paper and seismographs. Scholars study Confucius and write great histories. Farmers, craftsmen, and merchants all find new chances to grow. At home, families play board games and drink tea. In the country, people celebrate festivals with dragon dances and lanterns. Women weave silk and care for children. Men plant rice and serve as soldiers. Everyone honors ancestors with food and incense. The emperor rules from a grand palace, but even he follows the rules of tradition. The Han dynasty is remembered as one of China's greatest ages. It creates a strong, united country. But all golden times must end. When the Han falls, the land splits apart, waiting for a new leader. After chaos, the Sui dynasty rises in 581 CE. The Sui build the Grand Canal, joining North and South China by water. Peasants dig day and night. The emperor's dream is big, but his rule is harsh. Soon, rebellion burns him away. The Tang dynasty follows, bringing beauty and peace. Artists paint, poets write, and traders come from every corner of the world. Chang'an, the capital, is a city of lights, music, and spice markets. Women ride horses and men play chess in tea houses. Yet, even in golden days, danger lurks. Rebel armies and court plots threaten the throne. Next comes the Song dynasty. Life grows gentle but clever. Farmers invent new rice that feeds millions. Printing presses make books for the first time. People play with kites and invent gunpowder. Merchants sell porcelain so fine it shines like snow. Each dynasty brings both splendor and struggle. The Grand Canal still runs today. Chinese poetry and porcelain are famous around the world, but new storms are coming from the north. The Yuan dynasty arrives with thunder. Mongol horsemen, led by Kublai Khan, sweep across China in 1271. For the first time, foreigners rule the Middle Kingdom. Marco Polo visits and writes tales of wonders. Chinese and Mongol customs mix, changing everything from food to fashion. After the Yuan falls, the Ming dynasty takes charge. They build the Forbidden City, a palace so big it has 9,999 rooms. Sailors like Zheng He travel to Africa in giant ships, bringing back treasures. At home, farmers grow sweet potatoes from the Americas. Blue and white porcelain fills the shelves of kings in Europe. But no dynasty lasts forever. The Qing, China's last imperial rulers, come from the north. They wear long braids and speak Manchu. China grows even bigger, covering deserts and jungles. Life is strict but rich. The emperor's court is full of color and ceremony. Yet trouble brews, rebellions, foreign wars, and finally revolution. In 1912, the last emperor leaves his throne. The age of dynasties ends. China begins a new chapter, shaped by all that came before. Today, the echoes of emperors and empires still ring in every festival, every family, and every dream for the future.